Ryan Garcia is being tested, not by one, but two. Dose like Eki. Great news. Your boy Ego is back with some news you can use. And it just came out today. Reports show that Ryan has officially enrolled in VADA training. I've already made a video. I was probably the first to do it in the YouTube space because I am the best in the business and it's not even close. So that's the way it's got to be. Now, your boy Ego will cue you in because there's something that I covered, but on videos that are a little bit longer, you know, we have a society where they have TikTok brain, if you will. And at the end of the day, some people, you know, they got lives. They don't tune in to the whole thing. So they may have missed it. So I wanted to make a more concise video talking specifically about this angle. Ryan will be tested by both VADA. They'll collect the samples and have their agencies, their third party or whatever, test it. Nothing new. And CSAC, California State Athletic Commission, ahead of his upcoming fight with Rolly. And it suggests, you know, his second fight, which if he's successful versus Rolly, he would be fighting Devin Haney if Devin and Ryan are successful. The article says, Southern California's Garcia, 24-1, 20 knockouts, will additionally participate in a drug testing program supervised by the California State Athletic Commission, according to the fighter's manager, Guadalupe Valencia, who was in that video where Bill was like, Lupe, you ducked it. You you ducking. You ducked it. Yeah, you didn't ducked it. That video where Team Haney, I guess, confronted Ryan Garcia. To me, this is a good idea. It's such a good idea that I think everybody involved in those fights should probably be under that. Devin Haney, Ramirez, Rolly, you know, just put everybody on dual testing. Ryan has kicked up dust, and I'm going to explain now why I think this is a good idea. Ryan has posed, you know, an issue and basically suggested that he doesn't like the closeness of Victor Conte and VADA, and he feels that, according to him, whether you believe it or not, he says it was a contaminated substance, and he feels that there is seedy behavior potentially going on, and it's a conflict of interest. Now, you got to give credit to Ryan in this regard. That is a conflict of interest, period. Like, you couldn't have El Chapo and he's like overseeing or helping the DEA, not helping in terms of like being an informant or something, which does happen, but he's an advisor on the panel for the DEA, like, or ATF or something. It just, come on, man. It doesn't make sense, right? You can't have Scarface and, you know, put him in charge of the ATF. But only in boxing do you see people who have tattered past and histories like Victor Conte or whoever, and they get employment in the sport of boxing. Victor Conte, to my knowledge, is permanently and indefinitely banned from MLB, from baseball, right? But boxing, there's no barrier to entry, and I guess boxing is a lot more forgiving. So Ryan brings up a good point there, that at the end of the day, it is a conflict of interest having somebody who, even if he introduced Margaret Goodman, head of VADA, it's just, there's too much going on there. That's my personal opinion. And now, I guess, per his manager, he's taking it in his own hands. So in addition to VADA, he's testing with the commission, you know, the California State Athletic Commission, where he probably resides. He's from Victorville, and that's probably where he's going to be training, right? Or maybe he goes to Texas, and then I don't know how that's supposed to work. Maybe he just does VADA. but that's for them to figure out. I'm just a YouTuber. So I'm not mad at the dual testing, because if anything popped up, it's going to look extremely bad for Ryan Garcia. And if you have two people testing you, then it should add up. You know, if two people did samples around, I mean, I don't really know how this is going to work, to be honest, but whatever. Because now that I'm thinking about it and spitballing, it's, what if a collection was taken on February 20th from VADA, and then February 22nd is when the commission in California takes the test. So these are two completely different days. I just hope there's no funny business and all fighters just pass their test. We need a clean sport, you know. But again, I'm a YouTuber. This is what I get paid to create content. So if Muff is juicing, then what's done in the dark will come to light. That's something they're gonna have to answer to. Now, surprisingly, I did see some of the Haniacs, and they responded negatively to this. These are some unserious people. How can you respond negative when for the last 6 months or better, all we've heard from Team Haney and the Haniacs is Ryan's a cheat, Ryan's a cheat. Sign up for VADA. Sign up for VADA. 48 hours, that's what Bill said. 48 hours, sign up for VADA, or else the fight we're walking, blah, blah, blah. Sign up for VADA. Bill just put a tweet out the other day, made a video about it, saying that Rolly, Ramirez, and Ryan are slow because they might be tapering off. You know what I mean? So they're not signing up. Now all that's dead in the water. It gets announced that Rolly has signed up. Ryan has signed up per Turkey's clean boxing, and he's the breadwinner putting the event together. I don't know about Ramirez, you know, but at least two of the three, you know, have actually signed up and enrolled for the VADA testing protocol. And somehow, some way, I've seen Haniacs mad, leaving angry comments like, oh yeah, you finally off the juice and you tapered off. I mean, listen, it's plenty of time. Both fighters have to beat interim fights to even get the rematch, which to me is a miss, but I've already explained why. I don't like that. That's just rolling the dice and it's stupid. But there's plenty of time before a Haney Garcia rematch can even happen. They're talking about the back half. We just started a new year and they're talking about doing the fight in October for Riyadh season to kick that off. So Ryan will have plenty of testing. He's going to have to pass from whenever they start, when he's enrolled, all the way till then. Otherwise, we're not going to have a fight and Ryan's going to look extremely bad. So I am happy for this news. Again, we need a clean sport. I've always advocated for that. I've never said anything different. And finally, hopefully we get to see the rematch and put it to bed. However, I do have concerns with the interim fights, but check out some of my other content as to the reasons why. But Ryan has put up a fit in the past about VADA and said, I'll never use VADA. And again, you have Haniacs who are in the comment section like, oh, I thought you didn't want to use VADA. It's like, yo, at this point, which one is it? Do you want the man enrolled in VADA so we can see the rematch? Then the second he does it, you bringing up, oh, I thought VADA was dirty. I thought VADA was, you didn't want to use them. What happened? Like, all that stuff is petty and it doesn't matter. Let's just hope we get a clean fight. That's my thoughts. Subscribe for more boxing. If you're new to YouTube and you're struggling to get views, one tool I can provide to you is TubeBuddy. I've been on YouTube over 10 years. I use TubeBuddy daily to crank out videos just like this one that you're watching. Learn how the pros do it with TubeBuddy. YouTube receives a lot of traffic, which also means a lot of creators, a lot of people putting out content. So you need to learn the ropes so you know how to separate yourself, especially if you're new. But even if you're a pro, use TubeBuddy. The link is in the description. Get more views, more subscribers, and a higher click-through rate, so ultimately you can realize all of your online goals. Use my affiliate link in the description and grow your channel fast.